Well, you guys know I'm a Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram fan. I really am. I don't. I'm not a fair weather fan. I'm here when it's bad. I'm here when it's good. I will talk shit about stuff that's bad though that the company puts out. That is the one thing. I don't. I'm not a paid for mouthpiece for Stellantis at all. But Dodge Ram owners, and I saw this. Shout out to my guy OC Motivator. I'm gonna tag him in the description. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel. But OC Motivator put out a video talking about Dodge Ram owners sue over failed anti-theft systems. Here's the thing. All the old FCA, and it's moved into Stellantis too, right? But anything like 2014 and a half, 2015 and up, Dodge Charger, Challenger, Ram, Jeep products, even Maseratis, are the easiest vehicles to steal on the planet with a cell phone and a Bluetooth dongle. That's it. Now, not with an iPhone, it's an Android. I have a food stamp Android over there. But with an Android phone and a Bluetooth dongle, you can basically program a key, get the vehicle started. Not even that. Like, shout out to my guys over at destroyer1320.com. They make all kinds of anti-theft. Whenever you see me wear the I Hate Thieves shirt, that's their merch. Destroyer 1320. They make all kinds of anti-theft products for these vehicles. There wouldn't be a market for that if they weren't so easy to steal. That's where the problem comes in. They are exceptionally easy to steal. I've done videos on this before on this channel back when I was doing more car review stuff and showing how easy they were to steal. I was able to start the Green Monster, my 2020 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack, with literally just, well, I did a couple of videos. It was one with the repeater box which grabs the signal from your keys from far away, and as long as I have that box with me, I can open the vehicle and start the vehicle. The vehicle doesn't turn off when it knows there's no keys in the vehicle. I can drive that vehicle to wherever I get to the next point. And then, when you turn it off, then you have to program a key. But then again, it only takes a couple minutes to program a key. Once I get your vehicle away from your home, that's it. And this is the other thing. All of these methods are published online. I'm not going to tell you where to get them, but they're there on how to trick the Uconnect system to think the car is in a different location than what it is, because you can. It is that round of software is literally the worst security anti-theft immobilizing system I've ever seen. Now, they did try to come out with some fixes where they would lock the thing where you couldn't program more keys, and if you lost your keys, you had to buy a whole new module. That was a bullshit fix. Bullshit fix. And I've told people that work at Stellantis this was a bullshit fix. There is better ways to have anti-theft on it. Now, a lot of you guys don't know, I had a company called Garda that which was making anti-theft stuff for vehicles. And I actually sold that to an auto manufacturer. And what that did was it gave you, there was a couple different things. One was tracking that was independent of the system in the car. Thieves wouldn't be able to defeat it without pulling the entire engine and everything out of the car. You wouldn't be able to defeat it. But the other thing was there was I don't want to call it a fuse or a relay, but it was like a Bluetooth fuse/relay that you could have on your key fob. And when you hit this button, it would disconnect the ability for the car to get fuel and the starter. It was like a dual thing. And then when you hit it, click, and it was to the green, doot, doot, it would allow that to pass through. You could start stuff and fuel would flow. So that I sold those. Is Stellantis going to do that on their vehicles? No. Even though it's cheap, it was like, I don't know. I think my cost in China to put that stuff together was like $9 and something cents per package, remote pieces, the whole thing. That's not that's manufacturing, shipping, all of it. It was like $9 or something a piece. All right, so they could do it if they really wanted to. Now they're getting hit with a class action lawsuit, at least on the Rams, for how easy they were to steal. And I've done this before. I did the how easy it was to steal my TRX. That video is here on the channel. I did one with my Ram Rebel from 2020, how easy it was to steal. And I was able to start both of those vehicles with no keys in a matter of about 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's bad. Now, since that time, Stellantis has published and put out a bunch of different software updates and fixes for their vehicles. Unfortunately, I don't think they've gone far enough, to be honest. I'm hoping that they're learning, and these new models that are coming out for 2026 with the newer Uconnect system is a little bit stronger, but I'm not holding out the greatest hope. Just saying. And don't get twisted. General Motors, you ain't much better. Once people had the exploit for GM, you wonder why Camaros are getting stolen left, right, and center. They're easy as hell to steal. They're not hard. And that's what's going on. Like I said, Ram is no different than a Chrysler minivan or a Dodge Charger or a Jeep Trackhawk. They're all the same. If you can take one, you can take all of them. That's how sad the system is in those cars. But anyways, I thought it was newsworthy, something I would bring up, and hopefully we can boost OC Motivator's video on this as well. So I tagged him in the description, and he usually has a much nicer way of presenting things or talking about stuff. So go check out his video. But give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are doing our own giveaway. Not stolen, but you could steal it for a coffee mug or a t-shirt or a hat. You go to tksgarage.com. This is the last giveaway I think we're doing by ourselves as we're transitioning over to doing the giveaways on the website. And that website is goafterspeed.com. That's not where it's at right now. But myself, Butter the Insider, and OC Motivator have our own website where we're going to be able to publish our leaks, insider information, things of that nature. So evidently the automotive market or websites or journalists care more about what's published on a website than they do when we do a YouTube video. So here it is. So shout out to Butter the Insider for putting the website together. He did all that himself, man. So dude's a genius. But Dodge Challenger RT with the red-eye hood. We are giving that away. It will close on October 31st at midnight. We are doing 100 X entries from now, and that's everything on the website. Every single thing on the website gets you 100 X entries. All you have to do is go to tksgarage.com. You can pick any of the merch down here below the video, and that'll get you entered to win. We will be doing an announcement if you go look at the original video. When we talked about the car, we will be doing the announcement on November 15th. We'll do a live stream like we did the last couple of times and announce those winners live. Second place gets $1,000. We went ahead and boosted it up a little bit this month. So if you're interested to win, go tap in tksgarage.com. And if you want to follow our website, which we're going to be moving to here soon in terms of like videos, articles, all of that stuff, goafterspeed.com. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. As you can tell, not my normal background. I'm traveling, but I'm trying to get videos in from you guys where and how I can. The time difference is a little different here. So, yeah, but anyways, till next time, stay petty, my friends.